barely able to breathe, shivering from the cold. I would stare at the walls, wondering if this was all my life would ever be. I never called her Mum. She didn't deserve that title. My birth mother treated me like I was less than human. If I made the slightest mistake, if I spoke when I wasn't supposed to, if I moved too slowly, if I even looked at her the wrong way, my punishment was severe. One sandwich for the whole day, a single bottle of water, no warmth, no comfort, just hunger and loneliness. I remember the days I would sit on the hard floor of that cupboard, my stomach growling so loud it felt like it would eat itself. I would press my hands against my ribs, feeling how thin I had become. The world outside was moving, people were laughing, living, eating, but I was trapped. Forgotten. At school, I tried to hint at the truth, desperate for someone to notice. I wanted someone to save me. But every time social services came knocking, she made sure we all hid away. We had to stay silent, not even breathing too loudly. If they didn't hear us, they wouldn't come in. And they never did. The world outside didn't care about me, but there was one person who did. My dad. He was the only reason I survived. He couldn't openly go against my birth mom, but he did what he could. Late at night when she was asleep, he would slip bits of food to me under the floorboards. It wasn't much, but it was enough to keep me going, enough to remind me that someone, somewhere, still cared. But the worst thing she did wasn't the hunger, the cold, or the fear. It was what she put inside my mind. She raised me to be full of hate. I was told that black people were horrible, that they shouldn't exist, that white people were better. And I believed her. I didn't know any better. I didn't know the outside world. All I knew was what she told me. And in my tiny dark world, she was the only voice I heard. I was becoming something I wasn't meant to be. But then, everything changed. I met Sophie, the greatest person to ever enter my life. My godmother, my guardian angel, my savior. She didn't just save me, she gave me a life worth living. Sophie was different from anyone I had ever met. She didn't just tell me what was right and wrong, she showed me. She was patient, kind, and firm. She didn't let me hide behind the lies I had been fed. Sophie was different from anyone I had ever met. She didn't just tell me what was right and wrong, she showed me. She was patient, kind, and firm. She didn't let me hide behind the lies I had been fed. Blacks are amazing, she told me. Not all of them are bad, and not all white people are good. People are people, and you judge them by their actions, not their skin. At first I resisted. It was hard to let go of something I had been taught my whole life, but Sophie didn't give up on me. She challenged me. Watch some black YouTubers, she said. See them for who they are, not what you were told, so I did. The first name that popped up was KSI. I remember staring at the screen, my first thought being, ew, a black person, but I watched anyway. Then something strange happened. I laughed. One video turned into 2, then 3, then 10, and suddenly I realized he wasn't bad. He wasn't violent, he wasn't anything like what I was told black people were. He was just funny, smart, talented, normal. And then I found IShowSpeed, he became my second favorite. That's when the truth really hit me. My birth mom lied to me. For years she had filled my head with poison, but now Sophie was washing it away. Sophie didn't just teach me how to be a better person, she taught me how to live. Sophie didn't just teach me how to be a better person, she taught me how to live. She taught me how to clean, how to cook, how to take care of myself. She taught me how to speak properly, how to be respectful, how to have dignity. And she didn't do it alone. Her 2 daughters, my sisters in all but blood, became my greatest supporters. Gemma, my first sister, had the patience to sit with me and teach me the things I had missed in school. She helped me with maths, English, even cooking. She made sure I knew that I wasn't stupid, that I could learn, that I deserved to learn. Slaygo, my second sister, took it even further. She made learning fun. She showed me how to cook meals I never thought I could make. She turned what once felt like a chore into something I actually enjoyed. Then there was my stepdad, the best stepdad I could ever ask for. He didn't treat me like an outsider, he treated me like his own. He disciplined me when I was wrong, not out of cruelty, but because he wanted me to grow into a good person. For the first time in my life, I wasn't just surviving, I was living. Everything came full circle on Halloween, the day I truly embraced Sophie as my real mother. We had carved pumpkins, decorated the house, and handed out sweets to the trick-or-treaters. I looked around at the people I now called my family. And for the first time in my life, I felt safe, I felt loved. Scene 2, a pledge of loyalty. Everything came full circle on Halloween, the day I truly embraced Sophie as my real mother. We had carved pumpkins, decorated the house, and handed out sweets to the trick-or-treaters. I looked around at the people I now called my family, and for the first time in my life I felt safe, I felt loved, I knew then that I would do anything for them. Sophie, my godmother, you're my everything. I owe you my life. You took me in, loved me, saved me from the darkness I was trapped in. I will never forget what you did for me. Gemma, my first sister, you gave me knowledge, patience, and love. You made sure I knew I wasn't stupid. You believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. Slaygo, my second sister, you taught me joy. You taught me how to cook, how to smile, how to enjoy the simple things in life. Stepdad, you made me feel like I belonged. You treated me like your own child, and that means more to me than words can say. To all of you, I love you, I adore you, I would give my life for you, and soon the world will hear my song about you, because you deserve to be celebrated. Thank you for saving me. And now watch that video. I'm gonna animation 5 minutes about how beautiful my life is and what I imagine my future to be. I hope you enjoyed this video and my next. Love you.